For now, I'm still training by myself. Um, I was at JDR um, this year, early January,
Mm.
for actually I was training for them. They needed to see that I'm fit, so the chairman called me, invited me. He wanted me to help them because they were second in the log early this year. So he called me, he said, come over, can you please come and help us? Because I know that you've got that leadership qualities. Can you please help the team so that the team can be promoted to the PSL? So I went there. I trained for 1 week. The chairman was very, very interested. He wanted to register me and sign me. He actually offered me a contract. But now the challenge is I had a problem with my clearance. Remember, I was with Swallows
Yeah,
the
yeah,
previous season.
yeah.
Swallows got sold, and Maruma Kalan bought Swallows. So my issue it was the clearance issue.
Yeah.
So when I asked Swallows to say they can issue out my clearance, Swallows referred me to Maruma Gallants. I went to Maruma Gallants, I asked for my clearance, they referred me to Swallows. So it was back and forth kind of problem, you know.
Mm.
So I couldn't solve that problem. Then the chairman of JDR was skeptical about the clearance issue. So I couldn't register anymore because of that issue. It did affect me actually this year, this season, the clearance issue, because there were some teams that were interested in signing me in the NFD, but it was hard. It was hard. So I got my clearance with my rumor Galans. Then I had to go to the PSL and clarify whether is it the right clearance for me to have, you
Mm.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it gave me a lot of problems and issues. So I think now everything is clear by the look of things. Most definitely, I still want to play. I still have the legs, I think, because I'm still training. I'm keeping myself into shape. Yeah, I still want to play. If there's players above me, above my age, still playing, I still can play still. I believe that I still have the energy. I still have the legs. So yeah, I still have the belief that I can still play, you know,
Yeah.
just to help out the upcoming generation, the upcoming players, you know, teach them, okay, this is how it's done. You know, from my experience, you know, trying to help the young ones so that they can have a better future and a better generation and have more knowledge. It's for me now to teach, not for me to play more. You understand? It's to teach and motivate the young ones so that they can get to that ultimate position. Since then until now, financially, obviously, what I was still playing, I had some of my investment. I invested some of my capital, and I had savings as well. And I had my side hustles that made me, you know, have to have an sustainable um, monthly revenue. You know,
Mm.
yeah. I think that's keeping me alive from then until now. I think you have to have multiple incomes. Don't depend on one income while you're still playing. I feel like while you're still playing, during that time, I feel like you have to invest your money,
Mm.
have financial coaches, financial management that will help you. Because at that age, you're very, very young. You're still on your
Mm.
early 20s. You need that help, you know. So I feel like you need to have other side hustles. So when the time comes when your career ends, you have some incomes that you have that
Yeah.
will sustain your life. It's something that I've learned during my soccer career that investing and saving money is very, very important. I think that those are the basics that you get taught at school. You know,
Mm.
save, invest, and obviously Pirates would invite Orlando Pirates. It's a big organization, obviously. They would invite financial management, financial management. They will invite financial coaches that will enlighten you about saving, about investing. They would come there and have workshops, you know. So at that time, during the workshops, it's when there you learn that, oh, I need to save, I need to invest, you know, because obviously we all know that football is a short-term career. Now, because it's off season, I think. Eh?
Yeah.
When the window opens now, obviously I'm a free agent. I'm going to market because the market is very the market now. Teams are not signing players anymore like before. Teams are struggling financially. Their budget, you know, it's not good. So I'll have to see with the market because the market is very, very slow. So I'll just talk to my manager and ask him to go out there and see if anything comes for me. If this season nothing comes, I'll have to accept. So I think it will be God's timing, and I'll accept it because everything it's not by me, but it's by God, you know, because God's grace and mercy and His timing is always right, is never wrong. So I'll have to soldier on and you know move on and accept. True, 100%. Now it's gonna be harder for the experienced players to get a job. Cause looking with Orlando Pirates, they've introduced a lot of young players, and they're doing extremely well, and they're proving themselves that they're capable and they can deliver. You know, so now I think a lot of teams they're emulating that from the big teams like Orlando Pirates, also I could say Chiefs, but Sundowns also does, but most of the time Sundowns is more of experience. Yeah, so it's really really hard for experienced players to get a job now. But I think you need to mix, you know, you need to mix experienced players and young players so that they can be balanced. You know, you need experienced players so that they can guide the young ones. You can't like have young players in a team only. Yeah, you need experienced players, even though the player is not there to play week in and week out, but just bring an experienced player to guide, to mentor, you know, the young players. So to give them that experience, to give them that advice, so that they can keep their heads up, you know, keep them on their toes, so that they can perform week in and week out. Because you've been there, you know the disadvantages and the advantages. Look for other opportunities, you know, there's a lot of opportunities, and you've got that advantage of you being a professional player. You've been there, you know how it works. You can go for coaching lessons, coaching, coaching. You can go do soccer clinics. I mean, they know you. They're gonna give you that opportunity because you experience. You can adventure on other things, maybe on business if you're good with business. Go out there, mingle with people, you know, go out there and don't isolate yourself, because if you isolate yourself you're not going to get opportunities. I started my side hustles. I'll be brutally honest with you. I started my side hustles when I left Orlando Pirates, because this when I saw then, okay, now I need to um, take out some of my investments, some of my savings, and do certain things that will get me monthly revenue, a sustainable monthly revenue. When I was still with Richards Bay, you know, so that took time, you know. Everything takes time. So at first it was struggling, but now I can see it's building on something. You know, every good thing takes time. You know, but the fact that I had that idea at that time, I feel like I made that decision late. I feel like I had to do that decision very early. Maybe at that time before I leave Orlando Pirates, maybe that business should have been established by now. You know, So that's my advice also to the young players at that time, at your early 20s. Start a business, start something that will give you a sustainable monthly revenue. You know, yeah, that's when I started to do my side hustles when I was at Richards Bay and Swallows. Yeah, that's where I started. There, I started there. Honestly, with Pirates, it wasn't gonna be easy for me to balance that because with Pirates, it's Champions League. We were playing Champions League. It's the domestic cups. It's the league. It was difficult for me to start that. I only invested the money and saved the money, so that it can grow there. Now that I went to Richards Bay, I mean, it was the league and it was domestic cup. So it was less of traveling, less of me being, what can I say, me being with the team most of the time is like Orlando Pirates, I couldn't. With that team, it needs your energy, your mental strength, it needs your health, it needs your body to perform because they expect you to perform in a big organization, they're expecting results. So at that time, you need to focus on yourself, invest on yourself so that maybe you can make that capital so you can venture on other businesses. So with Richards Bay, it wasn't a lot of work, a lot of time there. So that's where I got time to venture on other businesses and all that. Running a business is not easy. Running a business is not easy. It needs your time. It needs your patience. You mustn't be impatient. It needs you to be patient. It needs your heart. It needs all of you, and it needs you to have faith and believe and pray about it so it can work. Because you yourself, knowledge is power, but you also need higher power. Pray about it so that it can work out. You can meet other people that can help you. It's very difficult because some other months you're not getting profit as you expected. Some months, okay, now you're getting, that profit. It's like winter and summer. It escalates.
Yeah.
That's business. You need you to have patience. To coach a team like Orlando Pirates is a big organization. It's a big organization. I saw coaches come and go. And that time, obviously, if you were there for a long time, that's when you also learn, that, if you a coach at Pirates, this is what you need to, do, or you need to learn. At Pirates, you have to have a backbone as a coach, and you have to cooperate, with the management, and you need to make a decision that, okay, you believe in this decision, that if I make this decision, will it work out without you listening to the media, the fans, the internet. It is you and your players and your technical staff and the management, because your job it's you making sure that the team performs. So your decision needs to be very, very, very accurate, and you need to have a backbone, and you need to be very strict and disciplined to coach a big organization like Pirates, So I feel like your personality, you need to be strong. Doesn't need a weak personality to coach that team, because that team has a rich history and it's a big organization. So you need to be strong and you have to have a backbone to coach that team. Fukeng, yeah, Fukeng is doing the most. Yeah, Fukeng. Second, is who's this player? I used to play with him. Sesani. Yeah, Sesani. I saw Sesani way back that he is going to do the most there. Because I used to play with him. He used to train with us. Then I saw that this boy is going to be the future of Orlando Pirates. He's the for me, he's the best centre back. The young, okay, yeah, and TLP. Who's this boy?
Yeah, Mbogazi.
Bogazi. Yeah, he's coming. He's good. He's extremely good. Yeah. Also him. The fourth one is Kota. Yeah, he's a very good player. That boy. He's a very good player because he. They actually needed to promote him before Mfukeng, way back, because he came and he trained with us at Rain Stadium. They needed to promote him. Then he got injured in training. Then it took time for him, to recover from that injury. So I think he needed to be promoted earlier than Mfukeng. I saw that boy that he's got potential. He's very good. But he's proving it now. He's scoring goals. He's doing well for himself. The difference between Orlando Pirates and Sundowns, I feel like Orlando Pirates in the league, they're not consistent. They're not consistent. They play good football. They play exciting football. But at the end, it's the results that count. Sometimes with Fan Sundowns, they don't play that good football, but they play for a result. Some games you win them like that. Some games you win them with good football. Sometimes you need that result. Okay, now we're not playing to entertain. Now we're playing for that result so that we can get there on top. That's the consistency. Sundowns has that consistency. And more, if you can see, Sundowns has more experienced players that are playing there. Then they add in with the young players, that are coming. But when you look at Sundowns, you see our Abomkwena in the midfield. Who's this? Number 10. Ribeiro. It's players that he played in Europe. You can see that Sundowns has got experienced players there. They know the job needs to be done. You understand? Also with Pirates, they know the job needs to be done. But I feel like if they can have that consistency, to 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 get the result, I feel like they can win the league.